It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We got another song from Plaqueboymax, Stable Ronaldo. It's called Rest of Life. And apparently they did another one, so I may potentially dive into that one as well. But they 2 for 2 so far in the songs that I've heard. This shit is actually pretty damn good, which is crazy because as far as I know, outside of Max, none of them really made music. Respect for that. I did just see a clip on Twitter, though, where Max said that he fired like his whole team. Dremo and I forget who else he said, and he's going to just start completely fresh, which I think makes sense because wasn't Dremo in charge of his money? And this man spent like $900,000 last year, which I still think is fishy. I don't know if he ever looked into that and saw that some weird shit was going on and maybe just didn't speak on it, but I'd have been looking at people real funny if I spent that much money in 1 year, whether or not they did some funny shit or they just didn't check me on spending some insane amount of money. Either way, y'all failed. It's an L. So that's just my opinion, but let's get into this. Let's see what this song is all about. A little like a pop punk vibe, a little more emo or some shit. I feel like it's gonna be dope.
Wake up, look to my side, and you're not next to me. Heartbreak, something you damn near left with me. The feeling of your touch, I don't wanna let you free.
You got that little smile out of Ronaldo because you know he's thinking in his head like, damn, I kind of cooked on this. Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next couple of years, Ronaldo just transitions. He stops being a streamer and this man just goes and becomes a music star. Yo, he's got like a dope voice for it. He's not like the super powerful singer or anything like that, but with the right mixing and engineering and stuff, he's got a sound that works. And it honestly reminds me of songs that are really popular in that same space. I think that he could probably do it if he really wanted to.
Wake up, look to my side, and you're not next to me. Heartbreak, something you damn near left with me. The feeling of your touch, I don't wanna let you free. The memories of us, thinking about what we could be. We used to run the world, but now my heart's torn.
And see, you could hear right there in the Now My Heart's Torn, there's a little bit of that auto-tune pitch correct, which is fine because obviously he's going to use it. He's not like this super established singer, but you can't really tell in the majority of it that it's even being used because he's so close to where he needs to be. It's actually impressive.
You left me all alone. Never meant to break your heart.
Ooh.
The distance between us is far.
Okay.
Now I'm sitting alone in the dark. Wonder where we lost our spark. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life. When you left my side, a piece of my heart dies.
Girl, you so shameless. Always acting up. You're the one to blame, baby. Baby, yeah, I need you right by my side. All I think about is you all the time.
So you can hear that there's a little bit more not AI, I don't know why I said that, but I guess it's kind of like that, but auto-tune pitch correction with Max, but it's not to the point where it hurts anything, right? Like, because when it comes to music, I'm not the biggest pitch correction fan, but there are times where it's used and it's perfect. Like it works really, really well. And I feel like Max does really good at the way that he uses it in these songs where it's not overdone to the point where it just sounds very distorted and off. And his sound is a sound that's actually really popular right now where like you could tell that the pitch correction is there, but it's not an overpowering amount of it. And honestly, as much as I like artists like, say, Lil Baby, I think Lil Baby's dope. I think he's an amazing writer. But some of his songs, I don't know, maybe you guys don't feel the same way, but some of them, it just feels like the pitch correction is so turned up that I can't even understand what he's saying. It just like wavers and distorts half of the words and shit because he's like talk rapping. And in all reality, I feel like if they turned it down a little bit, his shit would hit so much harder. That's just my opinion. Obviously, I'm not an engineer. This man's making millions and millions of dollars. Who am I to say what he should or should not do? But I just think for me personally, that shit would hit better. Like the way that Max uses it on his voice, I think works perfectly.
All I think about is you all the time. swear you hate me, but let me change your mind. I mean what I say, just look in my eyes. You're so selfish, you don't understand shit. Think I had enough, you drive me so crazy. Never meant to break your heart. The distance between us so far. And now I'm sitting alone in the dark. Wonder where we lost our spark. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life.
Okay. I like how they came into the hook together. That actually vibes well.
In the dark. Wonder where we lost our spark. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life. I don't wanna be alone for the rest of life. When you live my side, a piece of my heart dies.
Yo, that shit hits. That shit hits. Shout out to them. Yo, one thing threw me off is like halfway through the video, you got the end screen. Is this like a new thing? Because we're only 144 into 251. Oh, they just, okay, you know what it was? Because I guess it can go over the last like minute or so, and they probably just made it a very short segment and then it goes away. Either way, they killed this. Yo, I'm gonna be honest, I'm blown away by how good it actually ends up sounding and stuff. First of all, big shout out to Max, because him on the engineering side of things is what's really pushing it forward and making it able to sound the way that it does. So he's doing his thing, and it's only going to get better and better as it goes. But then it also, just from the performance side, from doing it themselves, it's fire. Like, this is actually fire. As far as the difference between Max and like Lil Baby, like I was saying earlier, Lil Baby, I think what it is that I don't like is Lil Baby does it when he's rapping, which I don't think it's as necessary. Whereas in this, they're more so using melodies and stuff, and it makes more sense to use some pitch correction and hit it. And you know, it just works better. But shout out to them. I love it. I'm probably going to check the other one out as well. If more stuff drops, you guys let me know. One other thing, so I keep up with all this stuff, so you guys can fill me in on stuff that I'm not aware of. And I'm assuming that this information is probably not out there yet, but I did catch the end of Jason's stream the other day, and it seemed like some shit went down, or I saw a clip maybe. I forget what it was, but something happened, and he's just like, I don't know when I'm going to be back, but, you know, appreciate you guys. I got to end it early. Some things happened. I'm just hoping everything's good with him. He said that it was, but you never know. Sometimes, you know, when you're on and you got a bunch of people watching you and shit, like, you don't want to give everything away. So you want people to know that you're good. But you know, I always worry about people. I'm way too empathetic. So when I see shit like that, I immediately am like, yo, I hope nothing happened to no one that he cares about, or this or that, or, you know, no bad news and nothing like that. So hopefully everything is good. If there's been more information, you guys can let me know in the comments, because I don't always get a chance to keep up with everything, but I try my best. I'm tapped in to an extent. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bit older than these dudes, but I like to support the younger people that are coming up. You know what I mean? Like they deserve it. They've worked hard to get here, and I feel like they're actually a good representation of the next generation of streamers, YouTubers, all that kind of stuff. So shout out to them. Shout out to FaZe. Yeah, at this point, I'm just chatting for absolutely no reason. So appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.